At the halfway point in the Progressive American Flat Track Series, two titans have emerged as the leaders in the Mission SuperTwins class.
The 32 is going to go back-to-back at Daytona. Dallas Daniels, double checkers are out. Taking the win is the 32 bike. Breyer's got the lead. It is Breyer Bauman taking the win.
Breyer Bauman arrived this year and locked down Dallas Daniels as the man to beat in the Premier Series. All tied up at the halfway point. Who will win the second half of the season? And in the AFT Singles class, we've got ourselves an old-fashioned rivalry of brewing.
Seems to me that Tom Drain doesn't know how to go in a straight line sometimes.
Do everything I could to win that one. It is what it is. I guess I just gotta put my head down, did what I did, and it was good to come out tough.
All this and more next on Fox Sports 1.
Welcome to the Progressive American Flat Track Series from the short track at Lucas Oil Speedway in picturesque Wheatland, Missouri. With a population of 287, this small town is ushering in round 9 of the series. I'm Kristen Beat, standing alongside the voice of the American Flat Track Series, Scotty Dubler, as well as the 2017 AFT Singles champion, Colby Carlisle. And guys, round 9 of the season, you know what that means. Time to get those report cards rolling. Colby, I'm going to start with you as a former singles champion in the singles class.
Yeah, let's start off with the rider that's leading the championship right now, Tom Drain. Only missed one podium so far this year, has won the last 3 main events, has all of the momentum moving forward. That's who I'm giving an A to.
Second in the points, Chase Sadoff. He started off the year with an 8th place finish at Daytona, so he starts in the hole. He only has 1 win so far this season, but 4 second place finishes. That, to me, is a solid B.
In third in the points right now, the 21, Trevor Bruner. He's riding so good right now, but not able to put the full package together with the team. Had some difficulties in the past few rounds, so I'm going to give him a B.
Terrence Santero sitting 4th right now. He's on the momentum train. He's gaining each and every week. I look for him to get his first win real soon. I give him a B+.
Evan Renshaw right now 5th in points. A little bit of inconsistency in his sophomore season. He's had glimpses of brilliance. Had a big fall in Chico. He's working his way back into it, so I'm going to give him a B.
Now, guys, you cannot forget the rookie Cage Tadman. In 5 starts, he's won 2 of those races. And if you look at the averages, had he competed in the entire season, he would be contending for 3rd in the points. I'm going to give that kid an A. But let's shift gears and look at the SuperTwins class. Colby, go ahead.
We're going to start off with our tied points leader, Breyer Bauman. On a new motorcycle this year, he's had the speed that we haven't seen since 2019, 2020, but he's on a new motorcycle. So they're dealing with a little issues here and there, but I'm going to give Breyer Bauman an A.
Tied for the points lead, Colby, is the number 32 of Dallas Daniels. Coming into the season, he had to be the favorite. He was in control of the points last year until he got hurt right before Peoria. He sat out a few races. I thought he would do much better already, but I still will give him a solid A.
3rd in the points is the 44 of Brandon Robinson, another rider that is on a new motorcycle this year. Not coming to grips with it quite as quick as Breyer Bauman is, but his riding, his sprint speed has been so good this year. He just hasn't been able to put the full package together yet. So I'm going to give him a B.
4th in the point standings is the 67 of Davis Fischer. Davis is also on a new power plant. He's on the KTM. They're having a few mechanical issues here and there. Once they get that figured out, I think he'll move up there and possibly get his first win of the season. But right now, Davis gets a B.
Now, Scotty, I would respectfully disagree. Davis Fischer is working off of a privateer budget. He's working off of a privateer team. And with all of that considered, all those disadvantages, I actually think as a rider, he is outperforming his equipment. He is doing more with less. I'm giving him an A.
5th in the points is the number 20 of Jared Vanderkoy. So much going on with his life this year, having a baby coming up soon. I think any day now could be a breakout ride for him on that KTM, so I'm going to give him a B.
All right, let's get these guys out of here. I will check in with you boys later. But 4 riders who also deserve a shout out this season. All in the SuperTwins class and all running an impressive season. The 19 of James Ott. He led laps at our last round of DeCoin, and he finished 2nd, his first podium of the season. He is really embarking upon what could be a special season. Trent Lowe on the Turner Racing Honda has had a quiet but steady season, still looking to crack the top 5. You've got Dan Bromley on the 62 Suzuki. Since round 1, he has not missed. the top 10 this season. Then you have the 18 of Maxwell. Now, he has had a brighter season since throwing a leg over the Royal Enfield. He is inside the top 10 for season points in his first full season in the SuperTwins class. Excited to see what he can do the rest of the season. Now let's toss it down to Scotty, who's out in the paddock.
Thanks, Kristen. We're roaming through the pits now. We're going to talk to some people, not necessarily riders, but other people in the pit area. Let's go over here and check this guy out. It is Mike Turner. Mike,
how you doing, Scotty?
Good, man. You were away from the sport from, what, some 20 years. What brought you back? And you're back in full force. What brought you back to American Flat Track?
Flat track's like crack. You can't get enough. You can't let it go. So, yeah, I was gone 34 years.
I was trying to, I didn't want to make you sound like you're that old, you know.
Yeah, some of us old guys. But, yeah, man, no, just because of the sport. I love the sport. I grew up doing this, and you know as well as I do, you do it one time and you're hooked.
That's Mike Turner right there, the Turner Honda team. Let's see who else we can find over here. It's Jerry Stinchfield. Jerry, you're one of the huge, big-time supporters of American Flat Track. Why do you continue to support American Flat Track and all these riders?
To be honest with you, in memory of my father. Plain and simple. I was brought up in this sport by him, going to races on short tracks and scramble tracks in the 70s with my uncle and my dad. All three of us raced. It was just something that was just brought into my blood, and it's never left, you know.
It's addicting, right? You can't ever get it out of your system.
Believe me, I've thought many times how I'm going to get out of this, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that. I mean, we own so many motorcycles, from, you know, half a dozen Indians to now we got 4 Harleys, and I guess we'll just keep on doing it till we're broke.
Do it till we're broke. I like that. One more guy I want to check in with the pits. Brian Bigelow. A lot of people don't realize that you're a former Grand National winner, and now you're the team manager.
Yeah, it's a good role. Obviously, I'm too old and washed up to ride these things anymore, so now I can build them, give back to Chase, give him some of my knowledge that I think I have over the years of racing. Even though I was never a champion, I still have learned a lot, and I feel like a guy in my position that builds the bikes can relate to the rider, and I feel like Chase, it really helps him out. I feel like that's a big advantage for him. You were gone for a while. What brought you back to American Flat Track? Yeah, so when I retired from racing in 2009, stepped away to run the family business. My dad and I sold our trucking company. I kind of got suckered back into flat track, and here I am today. So it's been a unique ride for me personally with the racing, and then now building the bikes, managing teams, and this and that. So every now and then I feel like I want to do something else, and like my dad said, he goes, "You're not going to go anywhere, Brian. You're going to die in flat track. That's what you're going to do." And so I'm happy here, and until we achieve the ultimate goal, I'll still be here fighting for it. He used to be national number 11 back in the day, and he won some races. He is now the crew chief for Chase Setoff on the Rick Ware Racing Honda number 88 in the singles class. We're at a brand new racetrack. To go hear more about the track, let's go trackside with Colby Carlisle.
Coming to a new racetrack presents a new challenge for all of these racers. Nobody has ever been here before, so you can go online, measure the track via satellite, take a look at it when you get here in person, feel the dirt. Then you're going to want to go to your note sheets from the years past, see what tracks kind of like this, what dirt's similar to this. This brings a challenge for guys like Briar Bauman and Brandon Robinson. They're on a brand new motorcycle this year, so they don't have those notes. They've only got notes from places like Sonoy and Chico earlier on in the year. So those guys starting out on the back foot. This track also brings another challenges for the tuners. They have to watch the track throughout the night, watch the moisture, watch the temperature, see what the track's doing, see how it's shaping up, where's the groove lining in, should your rider move up off of the groove later on in the night. This track, as an old racer, I am so jealous they get to race here tonight. I am looking forward to it. Back to you, Kristen.
I'm with Davis Fischer, pilot of the number 67 Rackley Racing KTM. Davis, on a brand new bike with a brand new chassis, prior to round 7 and 8, you were third in the points. How accomplished do you feel having started the season that strong?
Yeah, I feel pretty accomplished. We were putting a really good season so far this year, and the team did a lot of work during the off season to get this new motorcycle developed.
How did you adapt to that bike so quickly? I know Jimmy Wood was a big part of that.
Yeah, Jimmy Wood helped us develop the bike. Get all the suspension where it needs to be with the geometry of the frame built by J&M. And then also just my background to racing the Cowies, I feel like I developed to the KTM Twin.
Now let's talk about round 7 and 8. You were third overall in the points, but a 10th and a 15th have put you at somewhat of a disadvantage moving into Wheatlands. What happened?
Yeah. I mean, we're still developing this bike. We haven't had completely a lot of time on it. And we're racing against like the Yamaha that has been on the track for like the past 8 years, along with the XG750, which you can just buy that thing right from Vans and Hines, and you're pretty well ready to race. Where we brought the KTM from the ground up. We were just dealing with cooling issues, where at the beginning of the season, we had like cool nights at the racetrack, and we went to 90-degree weather on a cushion half mile and then a mile track. And
So how do you get the train back on its tracks?
We're here at the short track now, so engines will probably run a little bit cooler, along with we got a new radiator this weekend. We also put the thing back on the dyno and got things squared away.
Best of luck this weekend, Davis. We're looking forward to see you contend for that podium again.
Thank you.
When we come back, the action starts here at Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri.
The Progressive American Flat Track Series is being brought to you by Mission Foods. Mission Foods has you covered with race day recipes that are too fast, too tasty.
Welcome back to the short track at Lucas Oil Speedway. The last round was at DuQuoin, Illinois, and there was more than just fireworks on the racetrack. Main event number 1 is underway. Setup and Drain side by side for second. Drain takes a peek over his shoulder. The 88's there. So is the 21. Oh, no!
Chase Sadoff grabs Tom Drain's handlebar on the way by.
Drag race to the line. Drain will lead the freight train. Here they come. He swings up the inside to the double checkered flags. Who's going to win DuQuoin? Tom Drain taking the win on the 59 bike. Watch out, airpins. Well, they're both pointing. They don't like each other very much right now. Neither guy was happy with the other, and both have said that the issues haven't followed them here to Lucas Oil Speedway.
Just go try, just forget about it straight away. Sort of just move on from it and then just continue the race and worry about getting the job done out there. It doesn't bother me. I've got the same focus every race, come here to win, and that's what I try to do every time.
I'm really just going to look past it. I don't even really want to talk about it today. I'm just looking past it. I've been over it since it happened, and I've been ready to get back on the track, so yeah, I'm here.
Now, Colby, as a racer, do you believe what they're saying?
No, I do not. These guys do not forget that quickly.
And now switching gears back to tonight, Chad Coast goes out there and sets fast time, and Braden Fanders a solid third place.
We have a really good setup right now. Ashley, my mechanic, has it really dialed, and I think the track honestly just kind of suits our style. We're just going to trust what we know and believe in my capabilities. I know what I'm capable of, and I've done this plenty of times. So kind of just fall back on that for the confidence. You know, we've had a tough season, but you know, we've been here before, we've done it, and we've won races, and that's what we're trying to do, and that's the goal.
We've been putting in a lot of work, doing a lot of testing with the bike and stuff, and we got some new stuff. The last couple weeks, I've been getting some help with Kaylee Goad from nutrition and some training stuff. So this track is a lot like Sonoya, which I was doing good at until we had that unfortunate crash. But I'm a PA boy. These car tracks are my forte, so we're ready for tonight.
Here's Chad Coast and Braden Fanders battling in heat race number 1. Chad Coast grabbing the whole shot on that 49 bike. Fanders was there on the 83.
Yeah, Chad Coast able to lead it off of 2 here for the first time, but Fanders tries to take a shot up the inside. Chad Coast has the momentum in this one.
Tadman went around the outside of Fanders, going for that second spot. They race to the line. Chad Coast wins heat race number 1. AFT Singles heat race number 2. Bruner gets a horrible start on the 21 bike. Drain grabs the whole shot. Sadoff is there, but then Drain slips wide.
Drain's able to keep it up out of that slick stuff, but it's going to be Jared Lowe getting a good run at it.
88 Chase Setup was trying that higher line, trying to keep up with the 59. That allows the 21 of Bruner to sneak on through. But it's going to be Drain taking the win on the 59 bike. He is untouchable the last few rounds, and he wins heat race number 2. AFT Singles Super Fan Challenge race from the outside. It's Fanders on the 83. Grabbing the whole shot, puts Chad Coast back there in second.
Just had the early lead in this one, but Trevor Bruner able to figure the track out after a little slip up off 4 on the first lap. Trevor Bruner around the outside of Braden Fanders.
The second line starting to come in for that 21 Turner Honda, and he makes the pass and into the lead of this challenge race. Off that final corner, Coming to the checkered flag, it's going to be the 21, Trevor Bruner, winning our challenge race. Up next is your AFT, presented by Kicker. Starting lineup on the pole, the 59 is Tom Drain. Starting second, the 49, Chad Coast. 21, Trevor Bruner. 83, Braden Fanders on that front row. Keep your eyes on the 88, Chase Sadoff, starting back in that second row with the rookie, 228, Cage Tadman. It's time for the short track at Lucas Oil Speedway. AFT Singles presented by Kicker main event. 6 minutes and 2 laps the distance. 17 riders. And we're green. Fanders from the outside grabs another hole shot. He's going to take him to the corner first. Drain goes into second. Bruner's right there in third. There goes Bauer around the outside. No, that's Rusev's on around the outside.
Yeah, Rusev's a phenomenal job going through that first corner, already up to 4th place. Chad Coast got pinched off going into the corner. The bottom starting spot did not pay off for him.
It'll be Fanders to lead lap number 1. Drain is up to second, some bumping and banging going on deep in the field. One guy was way off the pace.
Yeah, not sure what went on there, but Trevor Bruner needs to get going right now. The 59 could easily run away with this thing.
Drain already gets by Fanders, makes short work on that into that first lap, maybe going on that early on that second lap. New leader, 59, Tom Drain.
Yeah, this is a tough position for Bruner to be in because he's letting Drain get away, but he's also got another rider in between the two of them. But the Sadoff, that 88 machine, starting to make his way to the front, coming from that second row.
And he's got to get by Rusev's now. It was Tadman who was up against the wall in that first lap. He's down there in last place on the 228.
Yeah, and look at that Chad Coast. We talked about it. He'd done it earlier in the year. He struggles in these main events. Will he be able to figure something out to bring his way back to the front?
He's in 7th right now. He hasn't had to pass anybody all night long, so we'll see what the 49 can do. It is Drain out front by 0.3 seconds over Fanders. Bruner's there on the 21.
Track's slippery right now. These guys are tiptoeing around a little bit. You saw Fanders' bike get a little loose there off of 4.
Kristen's got more about the racetrack.
Yeah, guys, something that makes this track really unique. All 4 turns are different. I spoke to Aiden Rusev and some of the other riders who have raced here previously, and they told me that every single turn, 1, 2, 3, and 4, are just a little bit different. Also, the corners are super narrow, so riders are having to be extra careful with managing that throttle chop.
Longer straightaways, tighter corners, and a little head shake right there by the 21 of Bruner.
Yeah, his front end's moving around a lot, and a decent mistake right there. Unfortunately, that's going to let the 88 of Sadoff by. The front end chirping like that going into the corner, upset the entire corner.
So it's Drain in the lead. Fanders is in second. Now Sadoff is in third. Bruner's still running the bottom on that 21. He's in 4th, and Rusev's your top 5.
These guys got to get going now. Tom Drain's just got a little bit of a gap, but it's so hard to make up time on a track like this where it's slippery and everyone's running such a close lap time.
Here comes the 88, sending around the outside. The 83 looking for second. Sadoff going for second place.
Yeah, looking at the lap time, surprisingly, the track's actually getting slower the farther on they're getting into this race.
Is it slippery?
I think it's slippery a little bit, but what happened was they used the street sweeper before the race, so that did help the grip level a little bit, but Chase Sadoff's looking around the outside here. He's trying to find the grip. He does it right there, and he's going to close the deal off going into 3.
Will he have time to track down the 59? Chase Sadoff now in second. Now Bruner's going to try the high line.
Chase Sadoff's the only rider in this front 4 that wasn't in that challenge. He's working his way to the front. We've got 3 minutes left as we're halfway through this thing, so Sadoff, he does have this thing rolling right now.
Tadman off the racetrack. Tough break for that rookie. Side by side for third. Fanders on the bottom. Bruner's trying the second line up on that 21 bike. He squares up the corner, comes by. Bruner goes to third.
Let's see what Sadoff's able to do, and he's bringing along Bruner with him. They're about a second back. This is going to be a tall task to do here, but they have the opportunity to see where Drain is. They can see if their line's working better than him and how quickly they're closing up.
Is Tom Drain going to win his 4th in a row? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back to Lucas Oil Speedway. Tom Drain about to have some company. The 88 and the 21 are on the way.
It's not much, but they were about 8/10 of a second faster, on that last lap. They're starting to close in a little bit.
They have somebody to shoot, compare off of. They have somebody to go for, where Drain is out front just doing what he can by himself.
Ever so slightly, they're closing in the gap. Now, Sadoff's got it under a second here. They cannot battle each other here, though. They need to somewhat work together, but whoever's got the most pace, they both think they have more pace than each other, so they're going to battle a little bit here, but they need to keep clawing their way up.
Kristen has more on our second place rider, Chase Sadoff.
Yeah, Chase, who is battling right now for that second position, had to remove the air chute that was custom fabricated to apply on his bike to help cool the brakes. Earlier in the day, we talked about it. It was custom fitted and carbon made by Coleco. Dave McGrath asked Chase Sadoff before the start of this main event to remove that from the bike, guys.
Something must not have been approved.
Yeah, not sure exactly what that is right now, but not an issue here as he doesn't have any brake blow, but he moves up the track. That's going to allow the 21 Brunner. These guys are drag racing down the back straightaway, man. They're going tooth and nail. They've closed in so much, but they're still 7/10 off.
We can still see, now we see Drain in the shot a little bit. You can see that they're going after the leader, but they're battling with each other, which is kind of slowing them down. But at the same time, the lead just went down to 0.6 seconds.
Brunner had pace. He was 2/10 faster last lap, but they're battling now, so they're all dead even about the 19.5 range. One of these two have to let the other one go to track down Drain, and then all three can battle.
And if I'm battling for second place, I'm not letting anybody go.
It's extremely hard to do, but they have to do that. They cannot keep going back and forth, but now they're on him.
They are catching the 59 bike. Drain's going to have company real soon. Here comes the 88 and the 21.
They're going to take him by surprise here. Tom Drain's been in a flow. Usually he takes a look back. We haven't seen him look back at all, but these two, again, side by side battling. Close enough now. They're not going to be long before Chase Sadoff or Brunner takes a shot.
Here comes the 88, trying the high line in 1 and 2. Brunner's trying the low line. They've caught Drain.
Not many laps left in this one. We've only got 16 seconds. Brunner around the outside, they're still going at it, but they're going to take Drain by surprise here.
Clock is about to expire, and then we'll have 2 laps to go. Now Sadoff shoves it up the inside of Brunner. He's on the back tire of the leader. Off of turn number 2 on the back straightaway. Drain's got company.
And these two in the front have bad blood. They had an issue last race at DeCoin, but Brunner around the outside. Drain still has not seen them as we come around to the 2 laps.
There it is, 2 laps to go. Drain, he might be able to hear him now, because here comes Brunner. Here comes Sadoff. It's the top 3 of the points battling for the win.
3 wide through there. They are going to take him by surprise in this one. One of them's going to take a shot here.
It's going to be Brunner around the outside. The 21 to the lead.
Tom Drain's going to have the advantage here. He's going to be able to move Trevor Brunner wide, but Trevor Brunner's not able to get up the alongside with 1 lap left.
Wide flag is out. Who's going to send it? Here comes Brunner to the middle. Sadoff to the high side. It's going to be Drain. Lead him down the back straightaway. Brunner's got the advantage. He's going to look up the inside. Now back to the outside. Sadoff goes up the inside. Tom Drain's going to lead him off the final corner. Brunner's going forward around the outside. Brunner looking for his first win of the season. It's going to be Trevor Brunner.
No way. Trevor Brunner able to hold it on. Tom Drain, I thought he would have moved Brunner up the racetrack, but not able to do it. Brunner's got it together, man.
He is on fire.
From a second back, he is able to bring that thing to the front. The Turner Racing team, they figured it out.
Let's take a look at the results. Main event for the AFT Singles class. Trevor Brunner by .069 taking the win. Drain will settle for second. Sadoff is third. Jared Lowe fourth. Braden Fanders fifth. Bruce 7th. Chad Kosar pole setter 7th. Santero, Porter, and Evan Kelleher rounding out your top 10.
Trevor, your first win of the season. I know you have been itching for this one. How good does it feel to get it done?
It feels amazing. You know, I feel like I got like 300 pounds lifted off my chest. You know, I know I could get it done. Just, you know, we were missing the little things, and I think it was a lot mentally for myself. Thank you all, and it's been great. Hopefully we can keep it rolling.
Scotty, you know what they say about one domino tipping.
All the rest of them fall. Coming to the finish line around the outside, the 21 makes the high line work, kind of catches the 59 by surprise and leads him across the double checker flag. Brunner taking the win. The 21 leads lap 21. That was good enough for the win. On the podium is Kristen with second place.
Our points leader in the AFT Singles class, Tom, how does it feel to have control over the series in this class?
No, it's really good. That was a pretty good race. I felt really comfortable race. I was struggling a little bit towards the end of it with getting off the corners. Hats out to Trevor. He rode awesome at the end of that race. I could see him coming on the big screen. I was trying my best just to keep putting the laps together and pull a little bit of a gap, but just come up short.
Let's take a look at the points for the AFT Singles presented by Kicker Class. He was 1 lap away from his 4th win in a row. Tom Drain still has the points lead. Sadoff is second. Brunner now with his first win of the season closes the gap, looking for second place. He's in third. Santero fourth and Aiden Roos 7th rounding out your top 5.
That was one of the more exciting races we've seen all season. Chase, as we look at that race, What were your takeaways?
Man, I really struggled in the heat race after being good all day. We made some changes going into the main. Unfortunately, we couldn't ride in the dash, and I clawed my way from the second row into second. I was gaining on Tom. For a minute there, I got stagnant, and I didn't feel myself moving forward. And then Trevor started poking it up under the inside of me, and I really turned it up. And he was just a little bit better going into 3 and coming out of 4. And yeah, I can't thank my whole team enough, and ready for Sturgis.
Hey, Colby, Trevor Bruner surely improved his midterm grades.
He was able to stick that last lap pass to grab the win tonight, absolutely improving it.
More to come from the short track at Lucas Oil Speedway. Welcome back to the short track at Lucas Oil Speedway. Tonight's Dunlop rider profile is Declan Bender, fresh off his first career podium.
It's awesome to have a good group around me. You know, we all listen to each other and share feedback. So it's easy to make changes. I can come in and say, hey, it's doing this. And they'll immediately go, okay, well, you fix this, we'll fix this, and we'll help each other out. So I think a lot of it is just we get along so well. We have a lot of confidence right now. We know where we should be and we know where we can be. And yeah, we're just going to keep working hard and just keep trying to get better every race. You know, we've been 8th, 4, and 3, so obviously we're making steps forward, so that's what we're going to try and keep doing.
Declan qualifying 6th here tonight, but surprises to the top of qualifying are Trent Lowe and Bronson Bauman near the top.
We made some changes in between DeCoin and now, and yeah, I'm just stoked. I'm having fun on the motorcycle. I'm getting better about riding the twin, and yeah, I just am excited to get the racing going.
We came back at DeCoin, and I was supposed to be riding these Yamahas. Sadly, it didn't work out. Rode another bike and went out and had fun, and that's all I'm doing today is just having fun and going fast. Apparently, it's really rewarding just to know I still kind of have some talent and a little bit of luck still.
Let's take a look at the Mission AFT SuperTwins heat race number 1. The 48 grabbing the whole shot on the bottom, Trent Lowe.
Trent Lowe grabs the whole shot, but not able to contain it. This is his first time leading in this Mission SuperTwins class, so it's going to be Briar Bauman making the pass up the inside here.
The 3 bike sneaks on by the 48. The 48 kept slipping the groove a little bit in the heat race. The track had changed from practice to qualifying, but Briar Bauman wins heat race number 1. SuperTwins heat race number 2. 18 of Maxwell on the outside. On the inside, it's Bronson Bauman on the Yamaha. Maxwell grabs the whole shot.
Bronson Bauman had the whole shot there for a second, but hit that slick spot. It's going to be Whale leading this thing. Davis Fischer leaves him alone, and Bromley makes the pass for second here on the last lap, last corner, but it's going to be Fischer grabbing the win in Heat 2.
Up next, Mission 2 Fast 2 Tasty Challenge race. Briar pulls the front wheel. Fischer pulls the front wheel. That leaves the 44 to grab the whole shot. It's Brandon Robinson on the Harley-Davidson.
Robinson's had the best sprint speed we've seen so far this season. Briar Bauman made this attempt on the last lap, last corner, but it is Robinson with the traction able to grab this Mission 2 Fast 2 Tasty Challenge win.
I kind of felt a little off all day, so that was really rewarding. I got a whole shot, way better than my heat race star. My heat race star was god-awful, so I'll take that one. And yeah, I kept hearing someone trying around the outside. I kind of figured it was Briar, just knowing his tendencies and riding style. And man, he poked it off in there pretty big, and I was like, golly, got to get this thing done. And thankfully, I was able to get a turn and get the drive off turn 4 for the win.
There's the $5,000 check for the Mission 2 Fast 2 Tasty Challenge win, Brandon Robinson. Your Mission AFT SuperTwins starting lineup on the pole. The 3 bike is Briar Bauman starting 2nd, 67 Davis Fischer. Brandon Robinson will start 3rd. Dan Bromley will start 4th. Back there deep in the field, Dallas Daniels starting in the 9th starting spot, number 32. When we come back, we'll line up the Mission SuperTwins and go racing. Welcome back to this amazing racetrack. Hoping to be the stage for an amazing race tonight in the Mission SuperTwins class, where we find the points at the top in a tie. Briar Bauman and Dallas Daniels sitting atop of the class.
Briar has had an amazing night so far, where Daniels off on the back foot looking to improve.
Both riders looking to have a great second half of the season.
obviously the competitor in me is coming out, and we had a rough last weekend, but I had a little, I guess, soul searching during this break, this weekend off or whatever, and it's like, look, we're tied for points halfway through the year. I was told a lot before the season started that Dallas was going to sweep the season and it was going to be an easy championship. So, yeah, I mean, if you would have told me that, I probably would have laughed at you. And yeah, switched roles a little bit. Now I'm really hyper-focused on the championship, and obviously we're appreciative that we're here.
But, you know, if you break the season into halves, we lost the first half. So we want to make sure we try to win that second half. But I think for us, we've got some really cool racetracks we're going to go to. And, you know, the first half of the year, we've been struggling a little bit, just myself not being quite in it as much and struggling a little bit with the bike, and that combination doesn't get you far with this group of guys. So we've kind of got everything lined out, and it's been, you know, to get that win at DuQuoin was really good for us, and it was really good boost of confidence for myself and the team. And yeah, this next half of the season is going to go pretty quick, and I think we're ready.
In this AFT Super Twins class, the points leaders are both tied, Briar Bauman and Dallas Daniels. I just spoke with both as they were walking to the line. I asked Briar what he's focusing on. He told me, I have to win. I also asked Dallas the same question. He said, I have to get a good start. So one focusing on the short game, one focusing on the long game. We'll see who comes out on top, guys.
What are you focusing on, Colby?
Briar Bauman, if he can get off to a good start and get a big run at it, Dallas has got a challenge coming from the back. It's not like he's on the second row where he can just get a good start and be up in that top four. He's got a big challenge in top three. So will he line up to the outside there and try to run around the outside of all of them in the first corner? I don't know, but Briar Bauman, just charge as fast as you can to get away, so then even if Dallas does get up to second, he doesn't have the opportunity to get up to first.
The 10-second board is up. For the first time ever, Mission AFT Super Twins are here at Lucas Oil Speedway. The main event, 8 minutes plus 2 laps. The bikes are in gear. Here we go. Briar from the bottom. On the outside is Bromley. Into the first corner. It's going to be Briar. Bauman leads him. Here comes Bromley to the outside. Bromley's looking for the lead.
Bromley's up the track a little bit, but Briar Bauman has the position down the back straightaway. Will take over the lead, but it's 3 wide going into turn 3 for the first time. Robinson taking over second momentarily.
Fischer right up the inside trying to get that second spot away, but it's the Harley-Davidson's 1 and 2.
Dallas Daniels almost had his leg in the loose stop. He is so low through 3 and 4, trying to make his way up, but not able to have an amazing first lap.
At the end of the first lap, Daniels was in 8th. Right now, the other championship contenders in the lead. It's Briar Bauman, Brandon Robinson, Davis Fischer, your top 3.
These Harley-Davidsons are going to have a really good advantage here, just rolling, building the momentum. Both of them riding as low as they can here, trying to just keep the bike straight in line.
Daniels up to 5th now. Trent Lowe gets by 2 riders. He's up to 4th. Now he goes to 3rd. Trent Lowe's on the move on the Honda.
Yeah, Daniels riding similar lines to what Bauman and Robinson are doing, just kind of riding as low as you can, keeping the bike in line the best you can. And Fischer and Lowe riding a lot higher. Daniels could have the advantage to get by them both.
Fischer gets right back by Trent Lowe, so the Harley-Davidson's out in front. Now Trent Lowe's got his hands full right now with Fischer. As we go back out in front, it's Briar Bauman running the bottom of the racetrack. Robinson goes in a little bit higher on the 44 bike. Here comes Fischer back on the inside to 3rd.
This is the reverse of what we saw at Sonoya earlier this year. Robinson led almost all of that main event. Briar Bauman snuck up on him, able to grab the win. Now Robinson in the catbird seat.
So Robin can sit back right now and watch the 3 bike. He's going in a little bit wider than the 3 bike. Now squaring off the corner, Fischer and Trent Lowe got their own battle for 3rd, and here comes Dallas Daniels. He's up to 5th, looking up the inside now in the 32 bike.
Dallas Daniels riding a conservative line on the bottom, but he's going to get lucky here potentially with Trent Lowe and Davis Fischer battling so heavily. Dallas is going to be able to pick up Davis Fischer here. Davis takes a peek over his shoulder, sees that it's a 3-rider battle.
And now he knows the 32 is coming. He needs to make short time of the 48, but the 48's having an excellent night so far out here in Missouri.
Daniels doesn't have the grip or something off of turn 4 that you see how much room he lost going down that front straightaway. He's able to make it up in the corners, but watch him come off of 4 here.
Briar by about a half a second now out in front. Robinson slipping back. Trent Lowe in 3rd. Fischer's in 4th. And Dallas Daniels in 5th right now.
Daniels still collecting a creep around the bottom of the racetrack. He can still see Briar Bauman. That's where Briar Bauman's riding. So is that what he's thinking? Follow the leader?
He might be just, keeping track of him. It's a long race.
It is a long race. We've still got 5.5 minutes left in this thing. Davis Fischer's cleared Trent Lowe. This could be the big move that he needed.
So now Davis needs to put his head down and get by Robinson as quickly as possible because he knows the 32's got to be lurking behind him somewhere. Now Trent goes back on the inside for third.
Yeah, and Fischer's got his rear brake rotor glowing. Oh, and he spins up and loses the front end there a lot.
Track a little bit slippery right now. Here comes the 32. There's some back pressure, some backfiring coming off the 67 bike. His tailpipe is glowing red.
A lot of fire shooting out of that thing as we'll get a replay coming up right now.
Watch the 48 right here, gets really sideways. The 67 almost hits the back end, and that was enough for him to take that spot away moving into third. But he rebounded really well right there on that 48 bike.
And this is the first time Trent Lowe's been this far up in a main event, so the stress level is so high. Luckily now we're a few minutes into this thing so he can calm down. But Dallas Daniels still riding such a low line here, not getting the exit grip that he needs. He's gonna get a good run that time by.
Look at this, Fischer going for second place. He's going around Robinson. He was really sideways off before, but Fischer's on the move. Now Trent Lowe goes to the bottom.
This is what we've seen out of Robinson. Unfortunately, he's not able to run the long haul, whether he's not having the bike set up or he's not able to adjust to the lines, but Fischer is on the way to the front.
Halfway flags are out. Dallas Daniels is now up to fourth. He gets by Trent Lowe at the line. Fischer now in second.
Dallas Daniels got the rear brake rotor glowing as well now, just trying to use that mechanical grip.
Here he comes. Daniels goes for second place going into turn number one.
Yeah, Daniels just committed to that bottom line, and it's paying off. Fischer up a little bit higher. Daniels back to the, tries to take second over again. Two different lines. Dallas quicker on the way in, Fischer quicker on the way out.
Kristen Beat has 4 on Dallas Daniels.
What I'm noticing down here on ground level, Dallas Daniels on exit of 4. Watch how far back he sits on the bike. His arms are completely straight and extended. He's looking for something further back on the bike. Why is he moving his body that far back?
Yeah, Daniels just doesn't have the grip off of 4. Earlier on in the race, you could see him spinning up so much. Now he's adjusted as a championship level rider. He's been able to adjust, but look at how low he is. He is so low, he's kicking up that loose dirt onto the track.
Which is bad for the people behind him, and Dallas Daniels has charged from the 9th starting spot all the way to second place.
This is what championship riders do here. But Briar Bauman did what I talked about earlier on in the race. He got out to the front and ran away, but what will Dallas Daniels do? We saw earlier on, can he track him down?
Less than 3 minutes and 2 laps remaining. It's the Harley-Davidson of Briar Bauman out front. Dallas Daniels on the Yamaha in second. Davis Fischer on the KTM in third. Welcome back to the Lucas Oil Speedway for the conclusion of the Mission Super Twins class.
Briar Bauman, he's got the ability to look up at that screen and see now that Dallas Daniels is in second place. Will he be able to handle that pressure, or has he not even looked at the screen?
It'd be hard not to when you're going down that back straightaway.
And he knows that he's got a gap. He hasn't heard a bike, seen a bike. He does take a look over his shoulder periodically.
This has to be considered a win for Dallas. No matter what happens, he's already up to second place from starting 9th.
Yeah, and you see Dallas Daniels, another thing he's doing. Kristen had a great comment about how he's getting back on the seat. Look at how early he's getting his left foot back on the peg. That does the same thing as putting your weight back on the seat. All of your body weight is getting that bike to drive forward.
So he's trying to get the traction to that rear tire. He's using body English. He's sliding back on the seat as much as he can. We noticed earlier today they weren't moving around on the bike at all. Now we're seeing it here in this main event.
Dallas Daniels is catching up to Briar Bauman. He was about 0.2 of a second faster last time by. Cuts it down again from 1.42 laps ago now to 1.2. Dallas Daniels can see he is catching up ever so slightly.
The 48 of Trent Lowe trying to go up the inside and get by the 44, and does. His brake is glowing red on that 48 bike, but he's moved into 4th. He's looking for a career best finish in the Super Twins class. And Robinson off the pace on the 44 bike. Brandon Robinson was 3rd in the points. He's got a mechanical on the front straightaway.
Heartbreaker there for Brandon Robinson. But Trent Lowe now in 4th place consistently. That is a great first showing for that new motorcycle.
Briar Bauman by 1.1 last time by on the Harley-Davidson out in front. Does he see that the other Harley-Davidson has a mechanical, or will he even pay attention to that?
I think he's going to be able to see it maybe out of the corner of his eye there. Dallas Daniels is going a little bit faster, but that last time by, Briar did match Dallas's pace.
A 19.63 to a 19.62. That's so close between 1st and 2nd place. Again, Dallas has the advantage to see the leader and see if he's gaining or losing on the leader.
Yeah, and Briar Bauman with just under a minute left, he's got a comfortable enough lead. A second would be very hard without a mistake from Bauman for Dallas to be able to catch up. But this is Dallas Daniels. He has won the last 2 races.
Dallas is on the prowl. He can see the leader. He's closing in. It's under a second now between first and second. Time is about to expire. Now Breyer takes a look over his shoulder. The 32 is there.
Yeah, and he cut down 0.2 of a second that time by 0.3. Dallas was faster. Dallas, will he be able to catch up? Will he be able to throw a Hail Mary?
He's coming. The lap rider gets out of the way. That is Cole King on the 17 bike. It is down to 0.75 seconds between first and second. Breyer Bauman and Dallas Daniels. The time has now expired. Next time by will be shown. 2 laps to go.
Dallas Daniels doing everything he can do with his body to get as much grip as he can. He is getting closer and closer with 2 laps left in this one, Scotty.
It's 0.69 seconds between first and second. Daniels on the charge. Can Breyer hang on to it?
Breyer, you saw him get sideways there off of 2. Dallas Daniels did it. Dallas is just going to keep creeping up closer and closer. It's one thing to catch him, though. It's even harder to pass him with 1 lap left.
1 lap to go. Breyer Bauman took the lead and hasn't looked back. And now here comes the 32. He can see the leader. A half a lap remaining here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Breyer Bauman into turn 3. Here comes Dallas Daniels. 1 last shot off the final corner. History made again. The 5th one of the season. It's Breyer Bauman. Daniels runs out of time. 0.32 seconds between first and second.
Yeah, and you can tell Breyer Bauman got defensive on that last lap. So he slowed down a little bit into 3 and 4 to make sure there was no room for Daniels to go underneath him. But hats off, Breyer Bauman charged as hard as he could in the beginning of that race to get a gap big enough to hold off Daniels.
Exactly what you said he needed to do.
The Progressive American Flat Track Series has been brought to you by the Cat Rental Store, the official heavy equipment supplier of Progressive American Flat Track, and by Royal Enfield, an official OEM partner of Progressive American Flat Track.
Breyer, your 5th win of the season, absolute dominance. Where are you finding this intensity?
I'm fired up, man. When Jared Mees stepped away, I said I needed to be the guy to fill his shoes. I know there's a lot of people that want to see us succeed, and I can feel that, and that gets me fired up because I've wanted to lay over a few times this season already, and it's just not in the nature. It's not going to happen. We're here, so we're going to keep chipping at it. That got really close for comfort, and it's all good. We feel good right now. We're going to keep at it.
Breyer, well done. Congratulations. Enjoy this win.
Take a look at the replay. Breyer on the inside grabs the hole shot. Bromley was there for a little bit. So was Fischer. They went 3 wide for second place, but Breyer did what he needed to. He grabbed the hole shot.
Yeah, Breyer momentarily battled with Bromley there, but he was able to lead this thing.
And the 32 got through the pack, started back there in 9th, and closed the gap and just about caught up to the winner. Comes up a little bit short. Breyer Bauman wins here in Missouri. Dallas Daniels finishes up 2nd, and he is with Kristen B.
Dallas, you qualified 9th. You took a 9th place bike and moved it into 2nd in the main event. You may not have been able to win a championship, but you may have saved it tonight. Walk me through what this day has been like for you.
Well, you say 9th place bike, I kind of disagree. I think that this is a winning bike, and for whatever reason, we just couldn't find that combination early on today. The track was so much different than any track we ever seen. It was like asphalt in practice, and I just was like, it wasn't that I wasn't comfortable, I just like was not gelling. Like I'd come in and I wouldn't be surprised if I was 2nd, and then I wasn't surprised when I was 13th in the first qualifying. So it was like one of those things that you're just like, oh my gosh, you know, I've been very fortunate to be on this amazing team and have great rides pretty much my whole short twins career. First time I started on the 3rd row, and I mean, I was nervous. And yeah, you know, we may have saved it tonight, but the way I look at it is we took a day where we should have been probably 9th or 10th, and we put it on the podium. So that's what teams like ours do.
Breyer Bauman picking up his 5th win of the season. Dallas Daniels from 9th up to 2nd. Davis Fischer, a podium out here on the 67. Trent Lowe, a career best finish of 4th. And Jared Vandekoy rounding out your top 5. On the podium is the 3rd place finisher, 67, Davis Fischer with Kristen B.
Davis, your 3rd podium of the season. You got the train back on the tracks tonight. What helped you do it?
Yeah, I mean, the team has just worked so hard. I mean, it didn't show the last few races that we had, but they just keep grinding, and we just keep developing this new motorcycle for the team. And yeah, I just can't thank Jeremy and Jimmy for working their butts off at getting this bike up and going. And we rebounded tonight and got another podium, which feels good for the team.
Congratulations, Davis.
Let's take a look at the Mission AFT SuperTwins point standings. Breyer Bauman with his 5th one of the season. He is now 4 points ahead of Dallas Daniels. Robinson with a tough night. He's still in 3rd, but Fischer is closing that gap with 112 points. And Jared Vandekoy rounding out your top 5.
What a great night it was out here at the short track at Lucas Oil Speedway. The fast guys prevailed once again. The 59 of Tom Drain worked his way towards the front, but it was 21 Trevor Bruner winning on lap number 21 to take the win in the AFT Singles class. Mission SuperTwins, Briar Bauman starting on the pole with lead every lap. The 32 started ninth. He worked his way up to second. On behalf of Kristen Beat, Colby Carlisle, I'm Scotty Nibbler. We'll see you in Sturgis.